Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal Liam falling on his head again. Will he have another incident like the last time? We all know Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, has a nasty habit of falling on his head. A lot. All sorts of things happen when Liam gets knocked out. One time, he even thought he shot Dollar Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. But that turned out to be Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. And she never even went to jail for the crime. Then there was that time nearly a decade ago when he woke up with no memory, so Quinn Fuller took him to a remote cabin and told him that his name was Adam and that she was his wife Eve. Quinn and Liam even had a torrid affair until his memory returned, and he remembered that he loved Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood. He even ran to Steffy on the beach, so she quickly annulled her marriage to his brother, Wyatt Spencer, Darren Brooks. When Liam wakes up from his latest headbanger episode, he could think he is still married to Steffy. After all, when Steffy was shot back in 2022, she was sure she was still married to Liam when she woke. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, were horrified since Liam was married to Hope at the time. Steffy didn't even remember her own son Hayes. What if Liam wakes up and doesn't remember that Beth exists? He might think that Kelly is his only child and that his marriage to Hope never happened. Steffy is now married to John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, so that can make things a bit complicated for Steffy. Hope might even feel erased and fight for Liam's memories to return. It would be another battle between Steffy and Hope to see who Liam has really wanted all this time. If his memory could erase one woman, then they may have their answer. Has it really been Steffy all along, and Hope has just been an afterthought? In the ever-turbulent world of the bold and the beautiful, emotions run high, relationships teeter on the edge, and long-standing family dynamics shift in unexpected ways. The Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families are no strangers to the drama that follows them, but now the spotlight falls on one of the most complicated and heart-wrenching love triangles in soap opera history. Liam Spencer, Steffy Forrester, and Hope Logan. As the complex storylines unfold, a shocking new twist has left viewers reeling. What happens when Liam Spencer believes he is still married to Steffy Forrester, despite everything that has happened between them? Chapter 1. A New Beginning for Liam and Hope. The episode begins with Liam Spencer standing at the edge of the Spencer Publications building, staring out at the Los Angeles skyline. His mind is racing, caught between his love for his wife, Hope Logan, and his lingering feelings for Steffy Forrester. It's a complicated web he's tangled himself in, one that has caused him immense pain but also moments of undeniable happiness. He thinks back to the day he and Hope exchanged vows in a beautiful ceremony. The day was meant to mark a fresh start, a chance for them to finally build a life together after all the chaos caused by his past with Steffy. Yet, his heart aches with the knowledge that Steffy is never far from his thoughts, even when he's with Hope. Liam's world was already filled with uncertainty following Steffy's miscarriage and their emotional breakup. But the uncertainty only grows when Liam receives a strange phone call late one night, one that will change the course of his entire life. As Liam picks up the phone, he hears a voice that seems all too familiar, Steffy. But something is different. The conversation is cryptic, and the woman on the other end of the line speaks with a tone he doesn't recognize. Liam, I need to talk to you. It's about us, Steffy says, her voice barely above a whisper. Liam's heart skips a beat. He quickly gathers his thoughts and presses her for details, but Steffy avoids answering directly. She insists that she has something important to tell him in person. It's almost as if she's still carrying a secret, one she's unable to share over the phone. Before Liam can even ask what's going on, Steffy hangs up. In a daze, he wonders what this all means. He had thought that Steffy was moving on with her life, especially after her tumultuous romance with Dr. Finn. But now it seems like the past is catching up to him in the most unexpected way. Liam tries to push the incident out of his mind, but the more he thinks about it, the more confused and conflicted he becomes. Is Steffy reaching out to him because there's still something between them? Or is it simply unfinished business that needs to be addressed? The situation takes another unexpected turn the next day when Hope arrives at the Spencer mansion, expecting a quiet morning with Liam. Instead, she finds him distracted and distant, his mind seemingly elsewhere. Liam? What's going on? You've been acting strange lately, Hope says, concern in her voice. Liam shakes his head, trying to brush off the feeling of unease creeping into his mind. He doesn't want to upset Hope, especially after everything they've been through. But how can he explain the phone call from Steffy when he doesn't fully understand its meaning himself? I'm fine, Hope. Really, Liam says, offering a weak smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes. But Hope isn't fooled. She senses something is off, and she refuses to let it go. Over the next few days, Liam's behavior becomes increasingly erratic. He starts to have vivid dreams about Steffy, dreams in which he's still married to her, their life together filled with both passion and uncertainty. He dreams of a family, of raising Kelly together, and of moments of happiness that he thought were lost forever. His confusion intensifies when he sees a picture of Steffy and Dr. Finn together at the Forrester Creations Gala. For a brief moment, he wonders if he's imagining everything, or if perhaps there's still a chance for him and Steffy. His lingering love for her clouds his judgment, and he finds himself torn between his commitment to Hope and the feelings he can't shake for Steffy. Chapter 2: Steffy's Unexpected Revelation. Meanwhile, Steffy is grappling with her own turmoil. She's recently faced a devastating blow with her relationship with Dr. Finn, which ended after a series of misunderstandings and betrayals. Though she's tried to move on, her heart still yearns for something that no one else can give her, Liam. The more Steffy tries to convince herself that she's better off without him, the more she realizes that her feelings for Liam run deeper than she's willing to admit. She finds herself haunted by memories of their time together, both the good and the bad. She can't escape the sense that something is missing in her life, and that something is Liam. But as much as Steffy longs for Liam's presence, she knows that there are too many complications between them. Her relationship with Finn was supposed to be the fresh start she needed, yet the truth is that her heart has never fully healed from her time with Liam. The phone call to him, the one she made that night, was her attempt to reach out, to test the waters and see if they could ever have a second chance. Steffy's hesitation grows as she reflects on the recent developments in her life. Her doubts multiply when she starts to hear rumors about Liam and Hope's growing closeness. She knows that Liam's love for Hope is genuine, but she also knows that Liam has always been torn between his feelings for her and his commitment to Hope. The possibility that Liam might still be in love with her, despite everything, plagues Steffy's thoughts. The next day, Steffy decides that she needs answers, not just for herself, but for Liam as well. She arranges to meet him at Il Giardino, a neutral location where they can have an honest conversation about the past and the future. As she waits for him, Steffy wonders what Liam will say when he sees her. Will he be happy to see her again, or will he be too consumed with guilt and regret to open up? When Liam arrives at the restaurant, the chemistry between them is undeniable, even after all that's transpired between them. They exchange pleasantries, but there's a palpable tension in the air. Neither of them knows how to begin, how to broach the topic that has been lingering between them for so long. Finally, it's Steffy who breaks the silence. Liam, she begins, her voice barely above a whisper. I know we've both moved on, or at least, we've tried. But I can't ignore the way I feel anymore. I think about you constantly, and I know you think about me too. Liam's heart races, and he struggles to form words. How can he admit that Steffy's right? That she still occupies a part of his heart that he's tried so hard to lock away. But before he can respond, Steffy's phone rings, pulling her attention away from him. It's Finn, and Steffy hesitates before answering. She's still emotionally raw from their breakup, and speaking to him only brings more confusion to the table. When Steffi hangs up, she tries to shift the conversation back to Liam, but his mind is elsewhere. He's been lost in thought, overwhelmed by the mixture of emotions flooding his heart. He doesn't know what to say to Steffi, he doesn't even know what to feel. And then, in an almost surreal moment, he blurts out something that takes both of them by surprise. "I don't know why I feel this way, Steffi, but when I woke up this morning, I thought we were still married." Steffi's eyes widen in disbelief. She wasn't expecting him to say that. She wasn't expecting him to confess that he still sees her as his wife, especially given everything that has happened. Liam looks at her, his eyes filled with a mix of confusion and longing. "I don't know why I thought that, but it felt real. It felt like we were still together. Like we had never separated." Steffi's heart aches. She knows that Liam is struggling, torn between the past and the present, between his love for her and his commitment to hope. But hearing him speak those words stirs something deep inside her, a longing for a life they could have had they made different choices. "I don't know what's happening, Liam," Steffi whispers. "But I think we both need to let go of the past, for good. We can't keep living in a dream world." Liam nods slowly, but his heart is not ready to accept that. He wants to believe that their love story isn't over. But as he looks at Steffi, he realizes that sometimes, no matter how strong the connection, the future they once imagined may no longer be possible. Chapter 3. The truth comes out. The next few days are filled with emotional upheaval for Liam, Steffi, and Hope. Liam's confusing feelings continue to grow, and he finds himself trapped between his memories of Steffi and his life with Hope. The more he tries to focus on Hope, the more his mind drifts back to Steffi, to the life he thought they would have together. Hope begins to notice the strain in Liam's behavior, and though she doesn't know the specifics, she senses that something is wrong. She becomes more determined than ever to fight for their relationship, but little does she know that the real battle isn't just between her and Steffi. It's between the past and the future, between love and heartbreak. Steffi, meanwhile, is forced to confront the truth of her own feelings for Liam. She may have moved on from him in many ways, but she will always love him in some part of her heart. The question now is whether she can fully let go of their shared history and embrace the future with Finn, or if her unresolved feelings for Liam will continue to haunt her. As the storyline unfolds, one thing is clear. Liam may think he's still married to Steffi, but the truth is far more complicated. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, the line between love, loyalty, and betrayal is never as clear as it seems. This storyline would serve as a compelling twist in The Bold and the Beautiful, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats as they await the resolution of Liam's emotional conflict. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAVTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.